Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going over the March World Cup qualifiers for CONMEBOL. Might be releasing after the June window, might not by the time you are watching this. But anyways, let's get into this. We start with Omar Alderete scoring the only goal to earn Paraguay all 3 points against Chile. Brazil went up over Colombia thanks to an early Rafinha penalty. Luis Diaz would cancel that out, however, right before the break, and nothing would happen until the 99th minute where Vinny Jr. scored very late on to get Brazil needed points after their disastrous form. Because of Colombia's loss, Bolivia had the chance to close the gap between the two, but what did they do instead? Concede 2 goals to the worst Peruvian team I've ever seen and let 41-year-old Paulo Guerrero score. Make it make sense! The Mountain Dwellers scored from the penalty spot to bring the goal back, but later on Edison Flores put the nail in the coffin to earn all 3 points. Ender Valencia scored a brace and missed out on a hat-trick since he missed a penalty, but it wouldn't matter, and Ecuador beat Venezuela 2-1. Diego Almada scored the winner in a crucial match against Uruguay, which means after Bolivia's 0-0 draw against them in the next match day, they qualify automatically for the World Cup. So Argentina can chill and relax now. Colombia went 2-0 up in just 13 minutes, but that's an unlucky number, so of course they choked with Junior Alonso bringing it back to 2-1 and Julio Enciso leveling the scores to salvage a point for the Paraguayans. Venezuela barely beat Peru thanks to a penalty by Salomon Rondon, and already qualified Argentina destroyed Brazil 4-1, while Chile and Ecuador ended in a goalless draw. Argentina are now the 4th team to qualify and don't matter anymore. However, there is just a 3-point gap from 2nd to 6th, with Venezuela 5 points behind 6th. So everyone in the top 6 will most likely qualify. Ecuador could qualify next window if they just beat Brazil, but if that doesn't work out, they have a way easier match in Peru. Uruguay, Brazil, and Paraguay are all tied on points, and if they win all their matches next window, then they are guaranteed of qualification. Paraguay have the hardest tasks with both Uruguay and Brazil, but they have beaten Brazil before, and Uruguay aren't that good anymore ever since the Copa America. Brazil have difficult matches as well with Ecuador and Paraguay. However, Uruguay have the advantage as they play Venezuela, so if they play their cards right, we could see them in the World Cup in June. If Colombia win all their matches as well, then they qualify, and first they play Peru and then a weekend Argentina that will definitely be playing their B team. And if Colombia can beat their A team, they can beat their B team, so they have the best chance of qualifying out of all the other South American nations, in my opinion. Venezuela have to win against Bolivia and get at least a point against Uruguay if they want a chance to qualify automatically. And Bolivia already lost to Peru away. They will most likely win, but they have to go all out against Uruguay, otherwise they'll probably finish in the playoff spot. Bolivia, however, have opportunities to get points as long as they don't fumble like they did against Peru, as they play Venezuela away and Chile at home, so they will most likely get at least 3 points. Peru are cooked next window as I play Colombia and Ecuador. If they can get a point or 2 or even 3, that gives them hope for qualifying for the playoff spot. Chile are cooked in that window, however, as they play Argentina at home. If they win that, which they could since Argentina will be playing a weaker squad and resting their main players, but they do have to travel up to the mountains to play Bolivia afterwards, which is almost impossible to play at. So anyways, hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!